Hey, boss. What are you doing? Hold on.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today we're gonna go over two suspects who live in two completely different states who apparently share one brain cell. This is because both of them try to fight cops and lose spectacularly.
We lost.
One of them, you guessed it, good old Florida. This starts out with a suspicious guy lurking behind a discount store with two hidden pistols. And then he tries to beat a deputy to death. I just realized with this beard shirt combo I'm rocking right now, I look like your Vietnam veteran uncle who's gonna start shooting his M16 at fireworks in the sky on July 4th. Start yelling about Charlie and whatnot.
Me and Charlie, eyeball to eyeball.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, over in Oklahoma, the bar somehow gets lower. Cops try to arrest a wanted sex offender, and I mean wanted for some really bad stuff with a minor and an adult. This genius decides that his escape plan is sprinting naked through a neighborhood with a pistol in his hand. We are gonna get into that in a minute, but first a word from our sponsors so I can buy more poncho shirts for me and Brandon. There's no sponsor for this video. It's brought to you by me. Go watch my stream. It's on Kick and Twitch, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central. Subscribe to my new channel. It's called Donut Operator TV. I look at a lot of crime stuff on there, kind of like here. It's just unscripted, so sometimes I drop words I shouldn't. Kick.com/Donut Operator. Twitch.tv/Donut Operator. Donut Operator TV on YouTube. Back to the video. Oh, New York City. I was just there hanging out with Casey Neistat. Check out that vlog on my other channel. It was wonderful. Ish. There was crazy people everywhere and it smelled like doo-doo. But I did get to see the Ghostbusters firehouse. As you know, we've talked about before, this year New York City so far, a person has set another person on fire on the subway, and then a dude ripped a corpse on the subway. It just keeps getting wackier. So what happened this time, New York City? I mean, other than electing a communist mayor. It's Friday morning in Long Island City. How's the crime there? Overall safety. The majority of residents polled feel pretty safe or very safe in Long Island City. The violent crime rate is relatively low compared to other parts of New York City. But you do have to look out for petty theft, such as pickpocketing. Okay, let's see what happened on this Friday. A 25-year-old mother is just trying to get her baby home without being set on fire, pickpocketed, stabbed by a homeless man, or step in human feces.
Sounds impossible.
She's on the platform at the 36th Street station when a man comes up and asks if he can use her cell phone. And like any sane person living in a crime-ridden shithole, she says no. And mind you, we've talked about what happens on these New York subways. Our unsolicited subway psycho, say that 3 times fast, pulls out pepper spray and maces her baby. Guy straight up pepper sprays mom and the 11-month-old baby. But hey, at least he's not ripping corpses, am I right? Go New York. Maybe the guy you're trying to elect as mayor, you know, with wanting to defund the police and let criminals out of jail, and who said violent crime is just a construct. Maybe he'll make things better. Maybe. Anyways, dude just wanted to make a phone call. That mean-ass mom with her baby said no, and they got rightfully pepper sprayed. She needs to learn how to give strangers her phone next time. Anyways, enjoy some face-melting mist for you and your infant.
Sounds fair.
Now, if you're thinking, hey, didn't Donut just cover tons of subway attacks the past couple of months? Yes, we just spoke on that. It's not getting any better, but I bet if old dude becomes mayor, he'll make it better. Let me divert for a second here and show you guys a headline about what I'm talking about. Electing Mamdani New York City mayor would spur a huge cop exodus, rising crime straight out of Gotham City, says cops. This city would be totally unsafe for people who live here, predicted Scott Monroe, president of the NYPD Detectives Endowment Association. An NYPD officer planning to soon retire after nearly 2 decades on the job said the city's predominantly far-left leadership, especially on the city council, already favors criminals over cops. He believes such sentiment would grow only worse under Mamdani. This guy thinks the entire NYPD is racist, the veteran said. I think right now the department is more diverse than it ever was before. I don't think this guy has even stepped foot in a precinct. He's completely clueless to what the police department is today. He's just going off a narrative that if you hate cops, you're going to get elected. Sorry, I'm not trying to get on a political soapbox right now. I just feel for the New York City cops out there, because they said it themselves, this bitch is about to be Gotham. Back to our dude who pepper sprays babies. They haven't caught him yet. There have been no arrests as of this video being recorded. The mom and the baby were treated to the hospital and released. She stated she just doesn't feel safe anymore. Understandable. Which is fucking crazy, because New York's leaders keep assuring everyone that the subway is totally safe and that crime is down. Governor Hochul posts crime is going down on subways hours after woman burned to death. Anyways, I'll keep you updated on if the NYPD finds that human stain that pepper sprayed an infant. In the meantime, let me know in the comments below if you've ever had a subway incident or a New York incident. I'm starting to think staying in New York and not getting hurt in some way, shape, or form is like winning the lottery. I got food poisoning there. I was calling dinosaurs in the shower and waffle stomping shrimp down. And after after that little dumpster fire, we're gonna head on over to Oklahoma to see a little bit of justice get served. June 4th, 2025, 6 a.m. Oklahoma City police are knocking on the door of a house with two things in their hands: a search warrant and an arrest warrant. They're looking for a man who's wanted for a whole bunch of sex crimes, some bad ones. He was wanted for forcefully kissing a teenager who he gave liquor to, and also his estranged wife. He's one of these pieces of shit who likes to roofie women when they pass out. He has his way with them. They later found YouTube videos on his phone about spiking women. Anyways, they've been trying to find this guy for a week, and when they finally found him, he bolts out the back door of the house completely nude, holding a pistol.
Hey, we got a runner out of our warrant. Will you start us some more units out here? 5205 Evanbrook Terrace. There's a call built. It's a naked Mexican male with a gun in his hand.
Now you got a full-on nightmare happening here in Oklahoma. A naked armed suspect running through a neighborhood with cops close on his heels. And yes, of course, like always, the first thing that officers try to do is set up a perimeter. You want to box this man in his birthday suit in so he can't get out, so he can't do any more forced hugging or shoot someone. This guy sprints over to the woods, throws his gun over the barbed wire fence, and then tries to climb the fence. Oh, that would be unfortunate if his dangly bits got caught on that barbed wire. He makes it though, and by the time he gets to the other side, officers have spotted him. Maybe it's because there's a big fucking helicopter in the sky looking at him too. Running ain't smart. That's where we go from disturbing to terminally fucking stupid. The officer sees him and starts giving him loud verbal commands.
He's gonna try to jump the fence. Get on the ground before I kill you.
It doesn't get much clearer than that, but what does our guy do?
Get on the ground before I kill you. Get on the ground.
Kill me.
Turn around.
No, you gotta kill me.
Turn around. Stop.
Dude is holding a gun, asking to be shot, and ignoring every single command from the officer. And mind you, this guy wasn't wanted for shoplifting. He was wanted for a couple of pretty serious sexual crimes and caught with a firearm while running from the police. Those sexual crimes especially, you probably don't want to go to prison with those. They won't be nice to you. So the officer does what you're trained to do when someone with a gun tells you that they're not stopping.
Kill me.
Turn around. Stop. Shots fired, suspect down.
Suspect goes down and no one sheds a tear.
As Martinez stood facing the officer with the gun in hand, the officer discharged his weapon, striking Martinez.
Unfortunately, he was pronounced dead at the scene. The officer, later identified as a 7-year veteran, was placed on administrative leave. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did the officer fire too soon? Was that justified? Let's move on to the next shooting. June 7th, 2025, Orlando, Florida. This incident goes down right before 8 a.m. Bright and early for a felony. But Florida man does not believe in time. Time is just a construct to Florida man. I am become Florida man, destroyer of societal norms. A deputy rolls up to a discount store after seeing a man acting strangely behind the store, doing a little loitering back there. Well, loitering, and when I say acting suspicious, the dude had already jumped a fence and is just walking back and forth behind the store, debating whether to commit a misdemeanor or make a headline. It's Florida man. We all know he's gonna go full send.
Hey, boss. What are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? Oh, be careful. All right, hold up.
Deputy pulls up, not aggressive, just like, hey dude, what's going on? At first, it looks like the guy's gonna be chill. Maybe he's just back there having a smoke. The guy hops the fence back over and starts walking to the deputy like he's gonna have a talk with him. Then he snatches a bag off the ground and books it. The deputy does what the police do. He grabs the guy. He tries to stop the suspicious guy who grabbed a bag and tries to run away from him. Seems like there's something in there that the guy doesn't want the deputy to find. The deputy even sounds like he's having a little bit of fun at first.
Hold up. Got it, save one. What you doing, bro?
But then things get dumb, real dumb. The dude starts throwing absolute haymakers, absolutely welling on this poor deputy. I think it's fair to say that this deputy is fighting for his life. He's kind of losing the fight. And if you lose the fight or get knocked unconscious as a cop, guess what? You got a deadly weapon on you. Sometimes this can constitute deadly force. While they are wrestling, the dude goes straight for deadly force anyways. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a gun. Mid-fight, middle of the scuffle, gun comes out of the bag and just gets flung straight across the parking lot. It feels like a movie now where, you know, there's two guys, there's a gun on the ground, they're fighting each other trying to get it first. But wait, there's more. Apparently this dude is quite the prepper, because not only did he have the one gun that got tossed, he has another gun which he also tosses. So now there's two firearms flying around, laying God knows where, while these two dudes are rolling around on the ground, while the deputy is getting his head bounced off of the pavement. Eventually, the guy does break free. And first thing he does, he runs over and grabs the guns again. Now, instead of pointing them or using them on the deputy, thank God he throws them over the fence. Both of them just casually yeets both guns like he's done it before. At this point, the deputy's like, all right, I'm done playing f***ing UFC with you, buddy, and pulls out his own service pistol. And he fires 5 shots. Suspect goes down. The deputy immediately starts rendering aid. Paramedics eventually take over. The ambu takes him to the hospital, and as of the making of this video, he is in stable condition. The deputy survived with minor injuries from having been beat on for a couple minutes. Charges, oh man, our suspect is stacked, boys. Aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, 2 counts of carrying concealed weapon as a convicted felon, and bonus points for resisting, fighting, and generally being a one-man crime wave. Also, apparently the guy had been trespassed from the store the day before for stealing soup. We went from a Campbell's theft to a cage match to being shot in a matter of 24 hours. That's Florida. Some people might be saying, well, he tossed the guns, he wasn't armed anymore, why'd the deputy shoot him? My thought process here, and tell me if I'm wrong, comment below, is if the guy beat your f***ing ass and already pulled out 2 guns, what's to say he's not gonna pull out another gun, a knife, or try to beat your ass even more? And as you can see right here, those are 2 very real firearms. Let me know what you think in the comments below about all this craziness we talked about today. If you wanna help support the channel, pepperbox.tv, donutoperator.com, or watch me stream, Kick, X, Rumble, Twitch, possibly YouTube. We'll see. Until next time, please have a fantastic day.
Whack.